Okay, guys, happy Thursday. Hopefully, you guys have had a great week. If there's anything that I've learned from all these years trying to just be healthy and get on top of things, is that it pays off in dividends. I was thinking, actually, I was just explaining this to somebody today about how our lives completely changed when we decided to become healthier and eat healthier. And I am actually a true believer in eating right, eating whole foods, eating clean foods, Shakeology being such a huge part of what gets me to eat breakfast in the mornings, which is kind of really helped the rest of my nutrition. The mornings that I drink it, or I drink a green smoothie. And the reason I pick Shakeology over a green smoothie are for two reasons. One, it's a lot easier, and two, it's chocolate. So even if I try to add chocolate to my green smoothies, it's never nearly as chocolatey as Shakeology. But anyway, so as I was thinking about this, and I was thinking about how in a couple of months we're going to be completely debt-free except for our mortgage, I thought about how none of this would have really been possible if our minds hadn't been cleared up from that fog of eating terrible foods and being sedentary and not being just not really being active with our family, our kids. You can hear my blinker, sorry if it's bothering you. So anyways, I wanted to encourage everybody on your journey. If you feel like you're kind of dipping down, or if you feel like you're not doing as well, just understand that there is so much more to be gained from sticking with it and finding what works for you. And I know that I am a huge advocate for working out at home, because I truly believe that if you learn the discipline of working out at home, it's going to be a lifestyle habit. It's going to be a lifestyle change that is going to stick with you forever, because you're always going to have a home, and you're always going to have a TV, or a computer, a laptop, DVD player, whatever. You're always going to have the internet for the most part. I mean, unless you're moving, whatever. I'm just saying, like, you're always going to have your home. You're always going to have that, that basis. So, and you're not always going to have the gym, and you're not always going to have the time to go to the gym. And I'm not saying I'm like not a gym goer, because I love going there and taking a class and getting to know new people and swimming and letting my kids play. But that isn't how I get fit. It's just how I take a break, or how I get out of the house. And I'm not even consistent with it. There's no way I could possibly be consistent with it in my life right now. And so I have no expectations to be consistent with it, so it's not stressful. So the gym has become a place where I get out of the house instead of going out and shopping and spending money. It's where I go swimming, or I let my kids play while I get to know new people. And it only happens when it's convenient. As far as working out at home, my home is there, and I always have 30 minutes. Always. Even if I'm like, oh, I've really got to get the dishes done. I mean, it'll take me twice as long to get the dishes done if I did them without working out and being all sluggish and slow, than if I just take the time to work out for my 25 or 30 minutes and then get the dishes done in 10 instead of in 30 or whatever, because it just takes forever when you're not peppy and when you're not full of energy and when you're not eating right. It takes forever to get things done. And so putting forth the effort to eat right, to eat healthy, to drink your Shakeology, drink a green smoothie, whatever it is that you can afford or that you feel is appropriate for you, taking the time to get that salad instead of the burger or the French fries, taking the time to start preparing your meals or planning your meals, even if you just have a menu plan, and even if you change the menu plan right on the day that, oh, we're supposed to have chili tonight, or we were supposed to have whatever, potato something, like even if you change it that night, that if you're shopping for a meal, like a menu plan, you're going to have the right foods in your house to change it to something else healthy. So you're not going to be left with unhealthy options, unhealthy choices. And if you do get to the point where I haven't gone grocery shopping in a few days, so we are getting takeout tonight, you're going to start to understand what the better choices are. And if you do have a pizza night, you have a pizza night, but it's not every single Friday. And if it is every single Friday, order the pasta bake too or something, you know, or have a salad before the pizza gets there. I have a friend who does that. She has a gluten-free pizza from Domino's every single week with her husband. That's what they order on Friday nights. But while it's on its way getting delivered, they each eat a giant salad because the gluten-free pizzas are tiny. And so by the time the gluten-free pizza gets there, that's like their dessert. And you know what? They still lose weight and they're still getting healthy. And so it's not saying you have to give up everything. But what I've learned is that through consistency and focusing on one thing at a time, it, like I said, it pays off in dividends. I think about how much money and interest we've been saving just by paying off our debt so much faster. I mean, that's thousands of dollars. We're talking thousands of dollars in interest that we've saved by just being healthier, being smarter about our choices. We're less sluggish, so we're not eating out as much. We're applying more money towards our debt. Because we're healthy, my husband is a lot better at his job, and so he makes a lot more money than he would if we had remained in that sluggish lifestyle, you know, like that sedentary. So he's able to stay on the edge of his job, cutting edge. Like, he's able to stay up to date with things. I'm able to have the energy to help other people and help my family. Granted, I'm not perfect at any of it. Neither of us are perfect at any of it, but we're a lot better off now than when we were 4.5 years ago, 5 years ago. And so that's why I'm on this journey. That's why I continue to make, you know, or prioritize challenge groups and helping other people, because I've realized that for me, that's what keeps me on track. That's what keeps me on my own journey. And for you, it could be something completely different. Whatever keeps you on your journey, it's person dependent. It depends on what's going on in your life right now. But I know for me, adding value to others and having a solid plan and constantly reflecting and looking back and constantly taking a look at what I'm taking into my body, whether it's media or food or exercise, whatever I'm giving my body or taking into my body, as long as I'm remaining as long as I remain focused on what matters most, which is my husband and my family, I make sure that the things that I take into my body will promote better relationships and just a better life for myself. That doesn't mean that I'm perfect. I have days where I just want to stay in bed all day long because I absolutely hate my life for no reason, because my life is amazing. But I have those days, and they're usually followed by days I've had a lot of sugar and days that I've had a lot of junk, and I feel emotionally depressed after that. And so I have put that together, and so I don't allow myself that sob time, because I have to get up and I have to get that sugar out of my body. And so I will have a day where I have Shakeology and green smoothies all day long and salad, and seriously, I bounce back so much quicker because I've understood that my depression came from sugar, not from a chemical imbalance. It is kind of a chemical imbalance. You're putting something in your body that your body doesn't need, and it throws off your chemical balance. So anyways, this is a long video just to say that I think that we need to focus on what matters most and understand that so workout programs are kind of pricey. Shakeology is a little bit expensive. But when you look at the lifestyle changes involved and how you're going to be improving your life, is it worth it to you? Is it worth it to you to stay consistent and try to figure out how to work out from home, how to incorporate healthy foods into your diet, as expensive as I did the math last night on how much we spend on food a year. And I am embarrassed to say it, but at the same time, I feel like we've made that money back. We made more than that money back just in my husband's raise in his income. And just in a year of working at this company, or a year and a half, or two, I guess now he's worked there for 2.5 years. His raise from working there for the last 2.5 years covers our cost of food, period. That's because his lifestyle, it's worth it. People see it. People look at him. His boss just called him the top performer, the highest evaluation you can get. 5 years ago, he was struggling to stay awake at the end of the day, like after lunch. He was struggling to stay awake. He was struggling to get his projects done. He was struggling in every aspect of his life. And so it's just really important, I feel like, to emphasize, and this isn't just our story. This is, a lot of people have the same story, and it's going to be different for everybody. not everybody's going to see it monetarily as much as they're going to see it in their daily life. They're going to have more energy to spend time with their family. The quality of life just goes up. For us, financially, it's been wonderful. And I haven't even been making 6 figures with Beachbody. It's just allowed our family just something a little bit extra. And so, anyways, so all of that to just say that it does pay off in dividends. And stay on the journey, stay consistent, and find what works for you. And if that's helping others, whether it's through fitness or nutrition or just getting out in the community and just helping other people to help you stay motivated to continue on your own journey, or if it's trying to get your family involved with it with you, like maybe getting your kids to work out with you, whatever it is, find what works for you and helps you stay consistent. Find that support system and plug into this group more so that you can draw on this support. So anyways, that's it. 10 minutes long. That's my soapbox. I'm getting down now. Have a great day. I'll talk to y'all later.